Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you again on the other side of the screen. We are really sorry for the fact that it's been a long time that we didn't come back with you. But yeah, we are really back and we are here today with a very great guest. You know, this guest, his name is Danny Muzinga. He is a brother as well as a friend. We've grown up in the same city, same place. We've been in the same church. And he's a great musician. I personally enjoy his music. It's not because I want to flatter him. In fact, he knows it. I don't need to tell him. So today we're going to discuss about a wonderful topic. Music as ministry as well as music as career. Because you know there is a lot of things that have been said about that. So I hope that we're going to discover a lot of things with our guest today. So I greet you, Mr. Danny.
I greet you too, Mr. Joseph.
So I don't know, so shall I call you Mr. Danny or Brother Danny? Because you know, the church people, they used to like, oh brother, what is
You can call me Mr. Danny as well as brother. I don't mind actually.
So we hope you are doing fine.
Yeah, I'm doing great actually, and I'm glad to be here with you.
Just to know about things, you know, we are in the pandemic situation with the coronavirus. So how are you facing that?
Oh, actually this time it's kind of dead time, if I can say like that. We have nothing much to do, we are just spending time at home, but I can say also it's a great time for me especially, if I can say like that, to learn your stuff, you know. You spend more time in learning your stuff online and all that stuff. Not only in praying, because many Christians now they're spending 24 hours in praying, but they forgot that when God created the world, He gave 6 days for a man to work and 1 day like to be consecrated to God only. Not that in those 6 days they were not supposed to pray, but God wanted just to show them or to teach them that they have to work. Because prayer is not about charging your phone and putting it down under the bed, but charging the phone for using it.
Great.
So this time we are doing that.
Yeah, that is really amazing. So we want to understand one thing. You are a musician, you know. I know the way we started. But for your information, I started with Danny in the choir when we were really young. You know, we were younger in the choir with the children, but you know that was not my calling. So, what is your journey as a musician?
Okay, we had I wanted to say a long journey, but there is still a long way to go. As you say, we started together. We're still very young, and
I was never on tune, never.
That's true, actually. But I started also like that. I was never on tune, if you remember. But with time, I started being on tune. So my journey is kind of, let's say, interesting because I had to learn many things with all these years that I've been spending in the ministry and in this work of singing.
Do you have any mentor or some people that you look up to and you feel like, yeah, I need to be like this man?
Oh yeah. Actually, I do have. I remember I used already to want to be like pastoral, I remember.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was looking up to him, his way of singing, his way of leading.
You were also, you're no more looking up.
Okay, what I'm saying, I'm still that. Yeah. But now I have extended my area of looking, if you can say like that. I don't look only up to him, but now I'm looking up also to people like who are singing in the overseas, like you were saying. No? I can name them like Mr. William, Matuel. You know, those are kind of people that I look up to. They are kind of mentors.
Okay. So the people that you're singing, that you're naming, I feel like they are more of worshippers than praises, if I can say that way. You know, they sing more of worship than praises. So, are you seeing yourself as somebody who is really more focused on worship than
actually, if you can check also my kind of music, you'll find out that I'm more into worship. If you check actually the kind of song I'm doing. But I believe in the future I will be like extended to the other style of music.
Yes, exactly. So you've been singing, so we want to know something. You've been singing songs. I personally listen to all your songs. There's no one of your songs that I've not listened to. So we want to know, where do you get these words? Is there some people who are writing for you and sending it to you? Are you the one writing it? When are you getting these words? So how do you do to write your songs?
How do I do? Let me go straight to the point, the answer. Actually, there's something called as inspiration. Okay? And most of the songs that I've written, they are kind of things that I've been living. Like circumstances that happened to my own life. Like I can take one song just like Let Take Down on My Knees. That song, it's a prayer actually. I remember when I wrote that song, I was with my brother David. I greet him actually. David Kalembe.
Yes.
Who were praying. And that song, it's a prayer actually. So it's an experience. When you take a song like Moero, it's a song when I'm explaining what I went through.
Yeah.
So most of my songs came into prayer and meditation.
And by the way, Moero, why did you not start because when you did this song, we realized that it's your sister who sang it afterward. Why didn't you sing it by yourself?
Actually, I think it doesn't matter if someone sings a song that you wrote.
Okay.
What matters is to convey the message. Okay, and actually my sister liked the lyrics of the song. When I wrote it, she heard it and she was like, oh man, I have to sing this song. So I was like, it's no problem. So she sang it before, and actually I appreciate what she did because I feel like she did it better with a good style of music. And when I took it up, I sang it also. Yeah.
Good. So you are a civil engineer.
Sure. Yeah.
And you are also a musician.
Yeah.
So we're talking today about music as ministry as well as music as career.
Yeah.
So how do you define music, and what is music as career, and what is music as ministry?
Okay. How do I define music? That's what I asked. Music actually, in a simple way of defining it, it's a combination of sounds.
Okay.
Because in music we are producing a sound. That's why it's called music. And that combination actually, the one who's listening to it has to be good to his ears.
Yes.
So it's a good combination of sound, if I can say like that. So what is music as ministry and what is music as a career? To understand that, let's take what is ministry and what is a career.
Exactly.
So in a simple way of defining a ministry is defined by two main things.
Okay.
A ministry is defined by the vision and the anointing.
Okay.
God has given you a mission, so He's putting a vision within you, and He will give you the anointing is the supply that God is putting within you for you to fulfill that work. And a career actually, it's just let's say something that you are good to, like a skill that you have, and that can produce you some incomes and all that stuff. That's how I can define a career.
Good. So for you, your career is engineering, and your ministry is music.
Sure.
You have also maybe pastoral ministry, because we've been seeing, especially in Congo, there are a lot of musicians who are being transformed into pastors. So maybe we're going to expect that from you very soon.
That's the plan of God. That we'll see what God is planning for, because I'm sure those who we used to see as singers and then they came into the pastoral ministry, maybe it's because the Holy Spirit told them that okay, you can also preach.
But do you think that there is a link between the pastoral ministry and musical ministry?
Oh, yeah, what I can say is that there is a link between a worshipper and everything else. A worshipper can be everything else.
So there is a link between worship and beer, because you said everything else.
No, not worship and beer. What I'm saying, with everything else, it's like, let's take the example of David in the Bible. He was a worshipper, and he could be a high priest, he could be a king. Okay, that's what I'm saying, not like a drinker.
Okay. Yes, exactly. So, okay, Danny. In fact, as a brother, I feel really comfortable to call you Danny. You know, when I start to say brother Danny, Mr. Danny, it's like I call you Danny. So there is this thing that many people are not really understanding.
Okay.
So that the Bible says that whatever you receive freely, you need to give it freely. But we see that you musicians, you're selling the music that you're doing. If you claim that God gave it to you, God inspired you, so people want to understand why do you sell it?
Okay. How can I respond to that? Okay, let me go in this way. Jesus Christ came upon this earth, okay? 100% God, 100% man.
Okay.
He had a ministry. But why he had a treasurer? What was the use of that treasurer? Okay? Because at that time, why did he need actually money? At that time, he was not selling anything. Like, there was no CD and all that stuff. But he needed money to keep on conveying the message that he had in him, because he was going places to places. And in our time, let's say in this century, the technology has grown up. Okay, it has extended to a marvelous point actually.
Yeah.
So we don't just need to work with our own feet, but we use social media and all that stuff. And Jesus Christ had to pay for the altars where he was going.
Okay.
So he needed money. Not money special for him or for the gift that he had, but to convey the gift that he had to other people. Because what we have, it's not just for us. It's to give it to other people. And for that, actually, you need money. Like when we go to social media platform and all that stuff, you need money to come, because there are some other sites where you have to pay for you to put your music there.
Exactly.
Okay, you have received freely.
Even in the making, no, when you're making, shooting, everything, the studio.
The whole process, you need money. So some people actually, maybe they just don't understand that where you have received freely and you have to give freely.
But okay? I think in this line, what I mean is that they don't say that you don't need money.
Okay, that's
but
what
I feel if you are really called, maybe God is going to find his ways to give you money.
I'm going to the point actually.
Yeah.
When the Bible is saying that you have received freely, what you have received freely, you have to give it freely. It means actually the gift that God has given to me, I'm giving it freely. But when I'm going to the studio, what I'm supplying there, I did not get it freely. For example, when you come in the church to see me singing, you won't pay for that.
Okay.
Because it's freely.
Yes.
It's freely given. But when I have to give you something, the gift that I've been paying for. Because actually what people do not understand also, when they give money for that, let's say I'm selling a CD.
Okay.
I'm saying that, okay, I've put the gift into a CD, to a support. I'm selling it because I have displayed some money. Actually, the money you will give, what they don't know is that money will help. That money will help actually to do another CD.
Okay.
So that is helping to keep on conveying the message to other people.
So you're not selling the music, you are selling the work invested in that.
You got the point. I'm selling the work invested in that because I paid us for it. It's an investment actually.
Okay, great. Okay, now we're starting understanding stuff. So they are not really selling the music, but they are selling the work because they've been spending for that. But now, how can you explain the fact that there are some people who also ask money when they are invited to sing somewhere?
Okay, when money comes into picture, many things can be said about that.
Okay.
But let's say when money come into picture, it depends on the nature of the invitation or the nature of the events.
Okay.
Okay. According to me, at this point, I would like to be more clear. That's according to me what I'll be saying about
Yes,
here.
exactly.
So let's say they call me in the church to sing. Then I won't ask any money because I'm going to minister, okay? And actually, I don't. People before getting the church they won't pay, and so I don't need any money. Maybe at the end, if they want to bless me, it's okay. Even Jesus actually, when he was sending his disciples, he said, "Go wherever they will accept you, they will give you a shelter. Go in. If they don't, it's okay. Just do whatever you have to do and go."
Yeah.
But if the nature of the invitation, at that point we are like, your question is they invite me and I ask for money. If the nature of the invitation, let's say people are organizing something, and in that thing they are going to get money.
Okay.
Like let's say they are selling tickets.
The tickets, like entrance tickets.
Yeah. And let's say at that time God has made me a big star. Like when I speak star here, like he has made me famous.
Yeah, well known. Okay, yeah.
And those people actually are using my name also to attract people in that event. So at that point, it's a Christian event, but they are going to get money from that event. So if I don't ask anything, it's like they have used me only. And I think I have the right to ask something from that event. Let's say a concert where people are paying to get it. I have all the right to say, okay, I need this amount because I'm going as a minister, yes, I'm giving what God has given to me, but also there is something that God has put it like a weight within my name also that people will pay, and also I think I have the right to get something from there.
You know, in this line, I feel like asking you some questions, but I feel like it's going to take me away from this, from this show, because when you're saying that people are organizing an event, they want to use your name so that they can get money. I ask myself a question to know if this is really right.
Let me make it again clear. Let's say today we are in 2020, right?
Yeah.
My name is Danny, and there is not many people around the world who knows my name yet.
Yes.
But I believe as I'm serving a great God, one day it will get expanded because God is called Helenion, and the one who serve him, it take them high.
It's important.
I'm going point to one. I'm going slowly.
Yeah.
Step by step. What I'm saying, people using your name, it's for sure, it's for God's purpose. Let's say today in 2020, somebody in South Africa invite me. Who knows me there in South Africa? Maybe only my sister. And many people, even if it's in the name of God, we have a super worship, but with brother than me. Not many people will come. But let's say they say Moise Mbiye is going. Who doesn't know Moise Mbiye? We know God and they know also Moise Mbiye. They know that he's a great musician.
Exactly.
That's the way, that's what I'm saying, they're using your name.
Yes. In fact, my problem is not on you as the musician.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, do you think that it is right to organize an event, call you as a great singer? For example, in Bangalore, I know that if I call you to sing, we have quite a number of people who are going to come. Do you think that it is right for me to do that because I want to earn money?
Because you want to earn money.
Yeah, like business purpose, but on the man of God.
Right or not right? I think actually it's already like there are people who do it already, because I think everybody knows that, like the concert that happened in Congo, if most of you know about Pigma.
Pigma, yes.
Yeah, they use it to get money, not actually in the purpose to evangelize.
Yeah.
Is it bad or good anyway? I think for
maybe that's another topic that
yeah.
So we will probably come back, discussing about this stuff, especially if you like it, you like the show. If you are really interested in the question, just make sure that you let us know so that we'll come back. We're going to call in, he's going to give us key answers about that. So great, so we're really discussing here with Danny, and I think so far the discussion is really great. And we're having again some great questions. I hope that you're really expecting them. But before we go further, there is a very special song that is sung that I really like. So let's see a small part of it before we come back to that.
Down on my knees, you have found me, 'cause I am not yet filled enough. I'm pushing again, closer to you. Please, Father, don't let me go as I can. You only said no one will come in your presence and go as he can. Fill me up, Father, fill me up, Father. Don't let me go back, Lord, as I can. I can fill me up. Oh, fill me down on my knees. You have found me, 'cause I am not yet filled. Pushing again, closer to you. Please, Father, don't let me go as I can.
We are really back here in the GS Talk Show, a moment where we really try to solve the question that people ask themselves and they are not getting answers. And we make sure that when we have a guest, it's somebody who really understands the topic, so we're discussing about that. That's why today we are here with Danny Muzinga, a really great brother of mine that I love so much. So we're continuing with a great question.
And I come to invite you to watch the GS TalkShow. And on this 17th of July at 6:30 p.m. I will be the guest. So welcome.